in neutral, especially when you have like all of her different spacings and the angles on her slashes and stuff. She has these kind of, they look like the Johnny slashes, whatever that move's called, Misfiner?
Yeah, Misfiner.
Yeah, Misfiner. She's got like Misfiner slashes, and she can cancel out of the Misfiner stance, similar to Johnny. But as a character, she plays not quite like Johnny because she doesn't have the coin, but instead she has this like crazy air movement that you'll definitely see, and really hard to block mix-ups. She has a command dive kick that it comes down either side. The players can do stuff to make sure they know which side they're coming down on, but when I was playing EI, I absolutely had no idea which side I was coming down on any time. It was like harder to predict that than it was to block it.
That's relatable.
Yeah.
That's how this game goes sometimes.
So right off at the start of the round, you'll notice that both of the meters at the bottom and at the top are empty, but the ones at the top are auto-filling. Those are the assists.
Right. So I do want to point out the really passive round start from the Joker to just block.
Yeah.
Mr. 2 did what I was expecting, just dash beat. All right, we're seeing...
This looks like a knockdown, and then cross under to get the left-right. EI has a lot of tools to get left-right cross-ups that not every character necessarily has.
Wow, Flash 5D.
Yeah, you don't see flashes too often, but of course in a mirror, everyone's tools are even.
So you pointed out the assist gauge.
That wasn't like a standard Oki knockdown, really, but I think it was Joker, right? Just went for the overhead. And that overhead, it's not necessarily that it's super hard to block, but it's more that it covers a lot of escape options that people usually take when they're trying to block EI.
Right.
And it also leads to combos, and it is an overhead, so you do have to block.
Yeah. Ooh, wow, nice smash.
That was wild. Mr. 2, I think, mistimed the 2A.
Yeah, that could even be covered with a projectile, so that's that was a really risky mash, but it paid off.
Joker went for an air reset, but Mr. 2 saw it coming and jumped away. Not able, unfortunately, to get another hit.
Right, right.
You will notice in this game, when the life gets low, combos start doing very little damage. This game has guts similar to Guilty Gear, and it is very noticeable guts.
So,
nice pressure.
We're seeing, speaking of the gauges, we're seeing now kind of a pattern where Mr. 2 has held on to or really rationed out his assist and meter usage. He's always had some left over. The Joker actually spent most of that last round, a successful round, I'll add, with an empty assist gauge that wasn't recovering. So
yeah. When you call assists, if you call assists in neutral, they will immediately start to recover. If you call assists as a cancel, which you can do off of normals, specials, or supers, depending on the assist level, then it flashes red and it won't recover until it stops flashing red.
That wasn't a punish, was it? I don't believe so.
I don't think so.
So guard cancel roll in this game is especially strong, fully invincible. But in that case, I think
that was a failed anti-air attempt. I think maybe Mr. 2 saw the overhead and tried to succeed. Getting caught with the low there. Those slashes, the low one does in fact hit low. And when you see the screen kind of like flash and explode, that's the combo burst mechanic in this game called, what's it called? Exceed Extend? Enchant Boost. The Enchant Boost, especially for EI, will extend damage a lot because for her, since she's an ice character, it causes this like ice hit stun freeze effect, which lets her really extend combos. Joker with the slightly better air dash back, command dash forward.
Yeah, that was a little strange. I'm not sure what Mr. 2 went for, if it was the fireballs as well, but...
No, he did the same thing. He just did it a little bit later, I guess.
All right. So I think that was a deliberate choice to get hit first. First in this game gives you some meter on success.
It gives you meter no matter what. It gives you bonus meter on success if your life is low.
But yeah, either way, took the hit and bursted. And now here we are.
Joker with a sizable life lead and still access to burst, which also means if he gets hit, he can burst out and then he'll instantly have meter to do like a dash up slash and then extend it with meter.
Mr. 2 has a giant pile of resources right now, but it's still a very uphill battle. Yeah. Just especially given the nature of resources you have in this game, the Joker's got a lot of options to just bring this that tiny bit home.
That was a more or less forced burst, but there wasn't too much Mr. 2 could have done to bait it besides like trying to hard read and enchant boost.
It's going right back in.
Yep.
EI mirrors all day.
Yeah, I don't think either of these players has a sub that they're inclined to use.
Right, right. I wouldn't have a sub for this character. She's pretty oppressive.
That command dash into air fireball is a especially useful tool for EI. It obviously, the frame data depends on where you are on screen when you do it, but it really can't hit in a way that isn't super plus.
Right, and on hit you get a full combo.
Yeah, you can like position yourself in between the ice daggers, but it's so hard to do. I don't think any player could ever like visually confirm that they've done that.
Not 100% of the time at least. No. So we're starting to see a little bit of that set play, but right back out. EI's movement is really great for that side switch in the corner.
Burst it into the corner. That was a nice burst.
Yeah, we really should not be surprised to see this entire matchup taking place in a corner. There we are. Dive kick, and we're out. Roll cancel, and we're out.
EI's auto combo as well, side swaps, which lets her, gives her very good side swap routes if she finds herself stuck in the corner.
And if nothing else, anything in this game can become a pressure starter with resources, either through an assist cancel or an enchant boost.
Right.
Enchant boost on block, canceled from a move is, I believe, plus 14. You can't really mess with it.
Yeah.
So.
Next round start.
Right.
Pretty patient from both players.
They're max range buttons.
Yeah.
That was a really good check on the dive kick.
Yeah, that was like a max range 5A hit too. Ooh. The mix-up didn't quite work out. But
yeah, a little bit of spotty oki.
And then it looked like that combo either dropped. I don't know if it was deliberate or not, but Joker bursting out. So.
I'm noticing the choice to just up back on wake up to commit to something that isn't blocking.
Yeah, this is not a character you want to decide that you can block.
Not only that, but generally speaking, to really get a full conversion out of you know, accidentally clipping a jump out or you know a backdash or anything like that, you probably had to spend some resources.
Yeah, or catch it very, very soon so you can jump cancel your like 5A.
Yeah. There's that projectile option.
That was nice. Yeah. So the grounded projectiles. She has one just on 5D, and she has one out of the grounded command dash. And both of them, I believe, are plus. The grounded one that's just 5D can be charged, and we've seen, I think, Joker do it a couple times, just like in neutral to try and force something.
Oh wow!
Nice.
There's that dive kick coming into play as a. I've already hit you. Here's a cross up.
A lot of times when EI goes for like mix-ups like that, she commits before seeing if the JC was hit or blocked, and it doesn't always confirm. Sometimes it does, and you definitely can confirm from situations like that, but usually you just decide to go with the 50-50 anyway.
Ooh, right. So this is definitely the kind of matchup where on offense and defense, they're both really committing to what they're doing and kind of just hoping they're right. Of course, educated guess, as with any game. Yeah. But you can see every up back, there's a chance it goes horribly wrong. Yeah. Every roll out, you might get
You'll
killed.
see the occasional, I think I see it from Mr. 2 a little bit more often, just sort of like,
oh, no, that's unfortunate.
Did that reset?
Yeah, it did. That was a burst.
Oh my, oh.
So that was what I would ordinarily say is a really good burst.
I think he needed to burst. I think he was dead on the combo. He didn't.
Yes, absolutely. That was going to combo into level 2 either way.
Yeah,
but when he chose to burst, he was out of range because of the beam. So I think you need to kind of react on the beam startup and do it in that case.
I think in that instance, what happened was Mr. 2 had already input the super, just hadn't flashed yet. Or maybe the burst was a little bit too late on the beam. Or a
Either
little
of
too
yeah,
early,
out of range. You need to be really careful about that, especially against Ice Beam.
Yeah.
Multiple characters can use Ice Beam, and it always pushes you into a range where you can't burst anymore.
Oh yeah, we didn't talk too much about assist selection because both these players are using pretty standard EI assists.
And the same assist.
Yeah. But the B assist, the mercenary assist that comes down, is very useful for conversions. So you'll see it a lot right there when EI gets the Johnny Slash into the overhead. Nice pressure.
Not committing too hard. Yeah. There's the rollout. A lot of players in this game choose to react not by blocking high, but by rolling. I think that's what happened there. We haven't actually pointed out yet, EI can do a fake dive kick.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
seen that now many times.
Yeah, the fastball.
Yeah, there's a fastball which resembles the dive kick.
Yeah. She can also do sort of like a roll, basically the ground version of the feint dive kick.
Right.
But you don't see that one as often because the ground command dash mix-up is not really as strong as the air command dash mix-up. Also, something we haven't really pointed out in Champ Boost, it changes the properties of your normals, not just with the hit stun, the extra hit stun, but also you get new jump cancels and new cancels in general.
So, ooh. Yeah, I wouldn't have blocked that one. So,
Back to the knockdown. Switch up. Ooh. Catches the jump out, but can't convert it. And then
neither player's used burst yet. I'm a little surprised. Usually, Million Arthur players are really they have a real itchy trigger finger on the burst. But that's, I think, one of the things that separates a high-level player and me and you. There we finally see the burst.
ooh, nice backdash.
That might have been a really bad opening to give.
Yeah.
Yep, there's the throw.
Backdashes in this game have invincibility, but not immediately on startup. So in a situation where you wake up backdash in there, you're calling out that there's not going to be a true meaty, which is something that I definitely wouldn't want to gamble on against EI, especially not in that kind of situation. But I think that Mr. 2, Mr. 2 is the one who backdashed, right? Whoever backdashed plays the character, so they have a little bit more knowledge about like, oh, this isn't the right range.
Right.
All right, so next we're gonna have the losers match, which is Abyss Sack Tap and Liquid K9.
So, I'm actually pretty excited to see this one. We've got a really uncommon character showing up.
Yeah, generally agreed to be the worst character is Snow White. And Abyss Sack Tap, very strong Snow White, who made it into the top 4.
Yeah, I believe these are both the players I lost to in tournament.
Oh, yeah. Liquid K9 plays Zex, who's not a super uncommon character. Not a super uncommon character, but surprisingly not as common in like American tournaments.
Yeah.
You see a lot more of EI or Thief, a character who's actually not in this top 4. But EI, Thief, and Zex, a lot of people talk about as being sort of this like top 3 or 3 super common characters. And Zex, for some reason, not a ton of Zex players. He's definitely like a strong character. He has really good neutral. He has really good damage. Not the best like not quite the mix-up monster that like EI is.
Right.
But definitely a strong character. And then from Snow White's the grappler of the game. Really big buttons, command grab, big damage. But the big buttons that have holes in them. And,
they do.
Yeah.
Whether it be, awkward hitboxes, her 5C,
Yeah.
a lot of people overreact to that normal when they first see it.
But
She punches across the whole screen.
But every character in the
stuffable.
game, except for Snow White, can duck it.
Except for Snow White. That's a mirror match I don't want to see.
Yeah, I don't know that that's a mirror match that has ever happened.
It might not have. But
Actually, you know what? I think Scary Eyes has a sub Snow White, and he fought Sack Tap at some point in the bracket, so it may have happened.
That's a really bad decision. Don't sub Snow White. But yeah, so I would have told you before today that maining Snow White was a really bad decision too, but he's there and I'm not. So
Sactap's here to prove everyone wrong.
So I do think I was talking to Liquid K9 a little before this. Just 'cause I'm really, really interested to see this matchup. I want to see how this plays out.
That stage lags.
And part of that
stage lags. If you want, stage 7 doesn't lag.
So, so I know you as a Zex player have had a really consistent complaint about Zex that his jump-ins are atrocious at being jump-ins. They're good buttons.
As a
not
Zex
good
player, I
jump-ins.
can confirm that Zex is a bad character and that he's very underpowered and that they should buff his jump normals. Yes.
But so since Snow White is so tall, I'm actually curious to
that's
see
a good
if
point.
this
Yeah,
is a complete nightmare for Snow White.
It's definitely a thing that does not matter against Snow White.
Yeah.
I'm almost positive that JA is an instant overhead in this matchup.
Almost certainly. I had the idea maybe it is, and I did it, and it just worked. So, yeah. One of many reasons Snow White is a character who suffers for sure.
Yeah.
I do really like Sactap's assist choice. I don't know it's standard for Snow White, but
Yeah, I don't think anything is standard for Snow White.
yeah, maybe not. But that said, Sactap's chosen what we colloquially call Oki Knight. I believe he's Lancelot. The shield, and then when you hit the shield, he swings, which is an interesting defensive choice. I've seen him call it out in gaps and pressure.
Yeah,
It's just an extra option on defense for this giant character.
Yeah, he's also taking the that wind assist goes like full screen. It's a very strong neutral assist. Tends to be overlooked because it doesn't have great combo potential, but I use that assist sometimes depending on matchups. And oh my, that doesn't block that projectile?
Yeah.
Okay, so what the move that Snow White was doing with the yell is supposed to do is block projectiles. But I guess the Graham doesn't that stun edge looking projectile doesn't count. I don't know.
Oh, that was interesting. Snow White 2C leaned out of the Graham and just hit him.
Ooh, that's confirmed. Going for some high damage.
Okay, so I can't confirm. I'm not the most knowledgeable about Snow White, but I'm pretty sure that punch super is invincible.
I want to say yeah. I know I definitely checked every super at some point. But I'll probably remember. Nice.
There's that interesting Zex overhead.
So that's an instant overhead. It just knocks down. When you call Mercenary Arthur like that, it's very, very tight to tech out of it. It is technically techable, but if you were reacting to tech it, you would have reacted to block it.
Right.
So it's fairly, even though it shows as not a real combo, it's almost a real combo.
Yeah, it's still a very useful thing. Yeah. At worst, you get a meaty out of Mercenary Arthur.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Sactap's actually taken the first round. So
very close round, though.
One thing I experienced playing against Sactap was that a lot of what I normally do in neutral against a standard character sort of doesn't work against Snow White.
That's definitely the case because of
because of wacky hitbox.
Because Snow White has like such weird range on normals, the kinds of spacings where you think like, all right, I can throw a fireball here, don't really work out. It's almost like a Nelson kind of character.
So
that was
wow,
Liquid K9
2 in a row.
Nice.
I think this is gonna be nope. First. All right, I'm wrong.
This is an interesting assist choice from Liquid K9. I think he just picks this against everyone because this is a element neutral assist. But with Zex, whenever he does one of those moves that looks like a command grab, either the hit grab on 5D or the actual command grab on 623D, he gets a charge of like this laser projectile, and the charge that he gets is dependent on the character. So Snow White is an ice character, and you can get some really interesting combos with that. Oh, whoa.
Wow, Stan blocked the jump orb.
Oh, is that what happened? Dang.
All right, so that's a little dire. I I don't think Liquid K9's dead, but if he is, I'm not surprised.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how like a command grab kind of thing interacts with Guts.
Nope.
Wow.
Yeah,
that's how it interacts.
Ow. All right. Okay. So
Good. That's a very good set to sack tap.
I think we can agree. This matchup's gonna really come down to whether Liquid K9 can adjust and learn the matchup fast. Sack Tap certainly is used to this, but Liquid K9 probably is not.
Oh,
All right,
nice.
very nice confirm. But
Oh,
okay. So I
didn't get
generally
punished.
am, yeah, I generally am a little worried about the going in against Snow White. I know I was doing it because I felt like I didn't really have a choice. But I feel like with what we already know about Zex versus Snow White, this is something you can kind of play back.
Yeah. It's an interesting pattern too. A lot of times with Zex, you'll go for block string into Graham and then do the extension on the first hit of Graham that actually connects as a physical hit and not a projectile, and then you still get the projectile out on top of them. But I don't think I've seen Liquid K9 go for it at all ever, which is interesting. I think he's maybe worried about spacing. A lot of times with big body characters like this, it can throw off your spacing a little bit because you're used to like you see these giant beefy arms, but they're not necessarily where
Snow White definitely falls on the side of big body where most of that's hurt box.
Yeah.
But if you're used to games like Under Night In-Birth where Waldstein is a lot small.
That was a nice 6C.
Yeah. There's that Oki Knight. Hit off a little, but really the situation's not changed.
Ooh, no.
There you go.
That fireball is plus. It's more plus the further away you are, but in a lot of situations, it's not plus enough to where you can kind of dash up freely. It's more the situation where you want to threaten between like a 5C or a dash up.
I've noticed he's changing it up. He's going to the backdash cancels.
Liquid K9 was definitely using backdash cancel a lot when I was playing him. I don't know if that's something he does in matchup specific or what, but he definitely likes to play it a little bit more conservatively. Doesn't want to like tempt fate. I especially would not want to tempt fate against a character like Snow White, who can maybe just call you out with 360.
Right. This is a really long
situation.
block.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh. Sack Tap definitely just fishing for that rollout.
Yeah. So I'm a little. All right. I'm gonna read into some stuff here.
Oh, nice card cancel.
It looks like that was a little interesting. He got clipped by the end of the shout. But I believe Sack Tap has kind of shown his willingness to push buttons, his willingness to sit down back and push buttons, right?
Yeah.
But Liquid K9 has shown he's also willing to abuse that kind of player.
Okay,
Nice
block,
punish
block.
in between the hits.
Yeah.
Liquid K9 has shown he's willing to abuse that kind of player to go for 2 command grabs in a row. I'm wondering where that is right now.
I don't know that he knew that realized there's a second hit going to come out on whip.
No.
Yeah. K9 has definitely done a lot of good uses of the. Oh no!
That's unfortunate.
Oh, that was a misinput.
Absolutely. I was gonna say he should have been able to get a conversion off of that throw. He's fully loaded. He had his burst. He had 2 enchant boosts loaded. Just didn't happen. And
that move right at the end
strikes.
is a move that absorbs projectiles.
Yeah.
So I can't imagine that was intentional because I don't think Snow White has any projectiles.
The shout does count.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
All right.
I believe the shout counts.
I highly doubt that.
I believe the ground pound ice spikes counts.
Okay.
But no.
Yeah,
those weren't gonna come out as a reversal. So.
Yeah, likely a command grab maybe that got cross up. Command grab is DP forward motion. So on a cross up, it might come out as a quarter circle back motion.
So I believe we're now gonna see the Joker.
Yeah. Yes.
So Snow White is still on the screen. Honestly, a huge surprise to us all, but
losers finals.
Sack Tap's making it happen.
Are we?
Yeah, okay,
no, we got
here,
Joker. Yeah. He's cleaning his hands. He was munching on some popcorn, I think.
As you should be at this event.
Shoutouts to the popcorn baron. If you have never had the Popcorn Baron Popcorn by Gekio, then you're really missing out.
Yeah, White Devil is a favorite of mine. That's a spicy white cheddar.
Yeah, I'm a fan of the berry glazes are pretty good.
Yeah, yeah.
You really can't go wrong with any of them. I like the grape one.
I know people have been getting a mix of all the glazes.
I tried that, so it's good, but also it's like a little sickening.
I would imagine it's overwhelming.
It's like a bag of Skittles, except it's also popcorn.
Yeah, yeah.
It's like a bag of salty Skittles.
So I'm really excited to try his chorizo. He unveiled that today. I'm making my popcorn run tomorrow. I hope there's still some left. Yeah, God, shout out to Gekio. Came up with 4 new flavors and unveiled them in the days leading up to the event. Was it Nashville Hot, Dill Pickle, Chorizo, and what?
I don't know. I've not been like on social media at all.
Okay.
I've been
Fair
like
enough.
dying.
That's I mean, I do that when I'm on
up.
social media. I do that when I'm off social media.
A favorite pastime.
Yeah. Dude, I love
check,
dying.
Okay. We got a button check coming up here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
Yai versus Snow White. I know this was a matchup that SacTap had in winners. I forget if it was against Joker or Mr. 2. It was... Let me check. Yeah, it was against Joker. So this is a run back from winners.
all right, the revenge.
This was the match. This was winners semis.
So
This is
I'm going to tell you my... Yeah, this is button check. I'm going to tell you my #1 worry right in the start of this. Does Snow White have an answer to Round Star 5B?
Round Star Dash 5B?
Just 5B even. Snow White's big.
Oh, yeah.
I think 5B will reach. So that's what I'm wondering. Is there an answer?
Roll command grab? I don't know.
Yeah. Hard call out.
I wonder if the
2C might reel back enough.
Or yeah, the 2C.
But that's a lot to commit to at round start.
Yeah.
In that distance, in this matchup. We'll see. I'm curious to see this. Snow White, definitely a character that's easy to write off.
Yeah.
If you've ever sat down with this game and just experimented with characters,
I don't think she's a character that's very easy to get matchup experience against also, because
Right.
there's not too many Snow White players, and the netcode for this game isn't the best, so you're kind of limited geographically on who you can play. And even then, I'm not sure that there are too many Snow Whites who net play. Because I don't think Snack Tap actually owns the game. Snack Tap.
Snap Pack?
Yeah, the Snap Pack.
All right. He doesn't own the game? Oh, jeez.
I know, he said that. I don't know if he was kidding or not.
He's probably kidding. Oh, anti-air.
nice.
Yeah, so the Joker didn't even want to try it. I wonder if he just wasn't thinking about it or if it was something he knows.
Yeah, he might know something we don't.
So, okay.
That 5C seems risky because I feel like if the Ido slashes actually like counter hit it, like whiff punish it from full screen.
Yes.
That seems like it would be very risky.
That definitely seems to be the story of this matchup, is both of these characters sitting at full screen doing risky things. EI definitely a lot less risky with these EI slashes. But yeah, the Joker's just choosing to go in.
Something you can do against EI that I don't think I saw in the mirror is if you time a guard cancel, in particular a guard cancel roll, when she's charging the slash for a cancel, it'll eat the input, and she'll just end up whiffing the slash. But it's the kind of thing that you really only run into if you like fight against EI a lot. So I'm not sure that SacTap will have that, or it might even not be that good for Snow White. I'm not sure.
That was a really great conversion, actually.
Ooh. Nice, canceling on the first hit. He doesn't want to risk it.
That's smart. That's actually. I feel like my nightmare is coming back to life watching that happen.
Blocks. Going with the rolls. All of the rolls are like fairly risky, I feel like, because if any of them get tagged by like a 5C or something, Ooh.
All right. So if that didn't happen, and now, even now, just barely, yeah. We were going to have a really interesting time-up related situation. In Champ Boost, this game stalls the timer. So if you really need to make that time up, you can spend bar just to stall the timer.
That was like 10 overheads in a row.
That was. That's EI. Block it.
Nice.
There's the lows. And it's all this repeating mix-up.
Yep. Calling out the command grab, I think, with that overhead.
Now, I love that burst. We're back to a bad situation for Snow White, but the Joker's out of resources. He's not going to stay that way for long.
Yeah.
Now he's bursted, he's got meter, and he's got the assist gauge. But
yeah.
It was still a good burst.
Nice rollout. Avoids the Oki Knight. He doesn't get caught. It was, I think, delayed enough that Saktap thought that. Ooh, nice.
I think that might have been an input error.
I think that might have been. I think that would have dropped on like a smaller character.
Maybe.
Because those kinds of situations will drop sometimes. That was a really good shout.
I do know this about Snow White. That shout on block is I think close to even.
Wow.
I know it's definitely one of those things you look at and it's like, this is a grappling.
That's unfortunate. Oh, not. Doesn't have resources.
Did that hit? No.
Oh,
Wow. Saktap has bet the farm both rounds.
Yeah.
And come up short.
I think that's the Snow White game plan though. I think you have to bet the farm at some point.
You do.
It's a nice farm. And there. I like that round.
It's a very beautiful farm in a very bad location.
I like that round start with the 7 dwarves and then one of them bulks up.
Yeah.
Ooh, nice anti-air 5 feet. Very patient. Content to just sit here, zone out, play lame. Ooh,
nice. Mashes to call out
the
charge move.
Yeah. If the 5D was not charged, that would have frame trapped, but there's no fear from Joker going straight again into the charge.
Yeah. That was a charge 5D as if to show he could do it again.
Yeah.
For no other purpose.
Ooh. The footsies.
I believe in the most recent patch, not the one that did nothing. There was a change to Snow White 2C, so that counter hit 2C is a hard knockdown now.
Oh.
And I'm wondering now whether that would be a better choice.
I know Saktap did not realize there was a patch.
Okay. Maybe he really doesn't own the game.
Well, the patch was very minor for most characters, so if you didn't play like EI or Wildcat Arthur, you maybe just didn't notice.
I'd argue even if you played EI, you could not notice.
You notice that your B&B stopped connecting. Good.
Fair enough.
Good reaction with the super.
Yeah. All right, interesting roll. Very risky, but it paid off. It paid off big time because now we're in Snow White corner time.
Yeah. Rolls in this game, you might be used to like seeing KOF rolls that get punished constantly or something. Rolls in this game are very weird. They have a lot of invincibility and not a lot of recovery. They're definitely punishable, and if you call out a roll, you usually get the punish. But sometimes you get a situation like that where your punish just whiffs through it, and then the next time you do, you maybe frame trap them or maybe they block it.
All right, I respect that burst from Joker, recognizing he's kind of getting pushed down the stairs here.
Yeah. Ooh, nice pressure, catches the roll, and now going into the throw combo. Pretty good burst, doesn't want to get caught in like hokey situations, doesn't want to get the sword throw revealing light slap down. Nice throw tech, but I think EI probably has the advantage there.
Yeah, on throw tech, I would imagine there really is nothing you can do about 5D.
Throw tech in this game is not like Under Night where there's advantage on one player like built into the game, but it's a zero situation where the spacing tends to favor one character. Usually it's far enough away that it's pretty even, but when you get caught in the corner teching throws, it's a lot closer.
Okay, so Saktap has been making the right reads at the right times here.
Yeah. But now he's got to get back in.
Like that was about 40% in the first 10 seconds, which is what needs to happen. All right, excellent. So the Oki Knight was set. Any attempt to escape would have been at least caught out with like block stun.
Yeah.
Command grab.
Up backing there is the safer option, but even that is scary because the Oki Knight's going to end, and then you're going to have to deal with 6C.
Indeed. The threat of 6C.
Yeah.
You always have the option of air backdashing through a 6C in this game.
Air backdashing or air dashing towards maybe or jumping it.
Or just hitting a button.
Yeah. Well, hitting a button would not win in that situation.
No,
I don't think.
no, it would
and
not.
against Snow White, double jumping away, not a great option because their 6C is so massive.
We just saw a no. We just saw a no on rematch.
That could be an accident. This game
might be an accident.
This game is circle to select, so accidents happen often. But we'll see.
I think he's taking a second.
Yeah.
Just thinking it over.
He might also have some like pocket assist tech. You never know.
I will say, speaking of assists, right at the end there we saw the potential of he's deep in thought. We saw that potential on Saktap's wind assist. The pillar.
Yeah.
Reacting to a full screen projectile and just chucking the wind, closing out the round.
Yeah, it's also very good for calling out assist calls. If your opponent's using assists a lot in neutral, and you have the that wind assist up, it's very, very fast, and it tracks full screen. So
yes,
most things get caught by it.
Okay, and here we go.
Here we go again.
Moment of truth. Are we doing this 2 of 3 or 3 of 5?
2 out of 3.
Okay. Only 3 of 5 for grand finals or none?
No 3 out of 5.
Okay.
This game is
this game does take a while, especially when we have slower matchups like these.
Yeah.
Where it's arguably a really bad idea for both players to go in.
The extra round is your the fact that you get 2 bursts.
Yes.
Good block, very patient.
Yeah, this is that was very impressive until he got hit.
Yeah. I don't think there's a threat of a double overhead in that situation once you block the dive kick. Unless there's a threat of an instant overhead.
There definitely is that.
Yeah.
And looking at EI's buttons, I'd imagine she just ABCs and gets a full conversion. So there's the Oki Knight overhead.
I think I labbed this. I think she does JAJC champ boost.
So that's the first time I think we've seen the Snow White overhead. Very low reward, but gets you to stop doing stuff.
Whoa, nice cross up.
Resets.
2 resets.
No conversion.
Yeah, I can have a little bit of trouble converting off of her 6C. It's a little bit more awkward than other characters, but you know, I don't think Joker hasn't lapped that.
That much we can expect Joker to have lapped, yeah. The matchup specific stuff, no.
Yeah,
but,
maybe not.
You know, Joker made it to winners finals, you know?
Very tense.
I really like this willingness to walk back.
Yeah.
Because anything EI does is going to get this kind of distance.
Very tense.
Yeah,
very patient on the part of Joker. Joker probably could be whiff punishing some of these things that he's baiting out, but you know, it's never a guaranteed option in that kind of reaction. And I like that he's willing to just sit back and say, like, I win this neutral. You might not win this corner situation though.
Yeah, he took that time to come up with something and definitely came up with something.
So that was a guard canceling out of the shout, I believe, and the guard cancel makes it so that the threat of like catching the roll with a command grab is just not possible.
That was a little dicey, actually. I think.
Oh, nice.
I think Saktap, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt, might have been trying to bait the burst on that punishable move.
Yeah. That was a really good reaction to not jump, but instead block the. Instead block the headbutt.
Right.
Ooh.
There's that pillar. There's another one stocked. More building.
Being very careful Do not overcommit. There's no reason. Sack Tap doesn't have any meter, so and no burst. So Sack Tap can't pause the timer. Although Joker's gonna pause it for him.
Yeah, I was gonna say that was a really scary enchant boost.
He probably decided that 10 seconds of maybe roll up command grab was not something he wanted to deal with.
Who can blame him? If you've ever played against a grappler, you know you don't want to deal with that.
Yeah. So now Joker is gonna stay on, go to grand finals against Mr. 2 for the run back EI mirror. Joker says, I'm sick of playing matchups against cheap characters who have command grabs.
I'm gonna tell you
play
something.
against fair characters.
I'm gonna tell you something I don't
overhands.
see. I'm gonna tell you something I don't see right now, and it's a good thing.
What don't you see?
I don't see relief on Joker's face because he knows that was just one step.
Yeah,
That's a good thing.
it's a big step. It's a big.
He laughed.
It's a big giant.
He's
golem.
happy.
It's a
but
big
he's not
giant golem
relieved.
sized step. But it's just one step.
He's hopefully still got that energy in him.
He's gonna need that energy going in, fighting Mr. 2.
Let's try to keep better track of this one because it's hard. They're left-right swapping all the time.
Yeah, Mr. 2 on the
try.
default color, and
mistake?
Joker on the.
Was default color a mistake? I know he had a different color.
I don't know. He may have decided that.
Too confusing.
He may have decided. You know what he did? He picked a different color in that winners final set because up until that point it was undecided who the true EI was. But he won, so he has the color.
Yep. He's got the W next to his
He's
name.
the
Can't argue
canonical.
it.
He's the canonical EI.
It's button
a button
check. Round start walked forward. Bold strategy.
All right, playing with macros.
As only cowards do.
Yeah. I think it's I believe it's a roll macro.
Looks like.
Getting the hand warmers, practicing combos.
Mr. 2 might be hashtag embracing death right now.
Yep. Our old arcade style. No, you gotta kill me. Old arcade style. You gotta kill me so I can put in the credit.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I thought we were gonna see Nimue for a second. Oh, are we? Oh. Okay, no.
They said something. I didn't quite catch it, but they were having a laugh over that Nimue highlight.
All right, so we got Mr. 2 in the green with the green hair, and Joker in the red color, right?
One thing I want to ask: are they on the same sides as they were before?
Yeah, they are because Mr. 2 is on the P1 side. We'll see. You think that might be a request on reset if Joker takes it? He wants that side.
I think if I was Joker, I would.
Oh, nice cross up. No conversion. Ooh. He knew that the roll was coming, but unfortunately timed it a bit too late. And the roll distance is so much.
Yeah, that's one of the tricky things about punishing roll. If you're point blank pressuring in this game, it's really difficult to get that tiny bit of a distance.
Yeah, it's difficult to get the throw off. Usually in that kind of situation, you try to bait it with like a 5B or something.
Yeah.
Good corner pressure from Joker. Getting the overhead. Back down. He doesn't have meter to kill, but next hit, maybe he could. Oh!
We're seeing that same recklessness from Mr. 2.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely a new Joker forged in the flames of Snow White.
Very convincing round 2. Didn't spend his burst or anything.
All right. So that's always an interesting resource choice to do a round start, like one level assist combo, because now the Joker has this big resource advantage.
A big resource advantage in terms of assist.
Yes.
Because Mr. 2 kept the pressure up for so long, he has full meter, and that burst puts him in like 300 there.
All right. Full
Even up.
combo.
Yeah. Ooh.
Yeah, they're already almost there. Joker gets the slow life first. There you go. They're even.
Yep.
And Joker, I think, is probably going to try to run away with it. Let's see the mix-up. Throw!
Oh, nice throw.
Okay, throws in this game, relatively easy to tech.
Yeah.
If you have really good reactions, you can probably do it every time.
Similar to Under Night in Birth. Or oh no, it's yeah.
It's Under Night in Birth.
Yeah.
But of course, similar to that game, the problem isn't breaking the throw, it's every other layer, every other option.
Nice.
Very nice. Yeah, the Joker.
Yep.
Slowed it down.
Those guard cancel and champ boosts you see a lot less often than guard cancel roll or the regular enchant boost, because they are punish bomb block when done as guard cancel.
Yes.
But the advantage they have over guard cancel roll is that guard cancel rolls have to be input very early, while guard cancel enchant boost can be input anytime in the box.
Well, more accurately, you'd at least get raw and champ boost if you're mistiming it.
Yeah. Nice throw. The chip boost. Oh, he trips the combo.
All right.
I don't actually know about that burst.
Ooh, spicy mash from the Joker.
Either way. Oh, bursts into the corner and then gets hot. You hate to see this kind of thing happen.
I think we can agree both these players are refusing to not be spicy, refusing to be mild. That was the longest misfire hold I ever seen into block.
I don't think that's the combo route that Mr. 2 wanted.
Probably not. It's those minor mistakes are adding up. You can kind of see the frustration now. This is definitely something that also happened to me in bracket, where you can really slow this game down, but being the one who's being slowed down is difficult.
Here we go. Nice lead for Mr. 2.
Nice throw.
Good use of the fastball. Combo. All right.
All right, interesting burst. Chose to kind of just let the combo rock.
Yeah.
So it was almost over.
I think he didn't want to have to hold the next mix-up.
As rare as it is to see punished burst in this game, it might have just been insurance, waiting for a point where you could safely burst.
Yeah.
Especially against ice characters, there's situations where bursting will cause like 2 full seconds of hit stop before you burst, and you're just invincible, and they go, oh, okay. I see.
Ooh, very risky. That like nearly full screen dash is a nearly full screen low, but it is fully punch bomb block.
Yes.
Usually we've been seeing it in situations where the players have resources to keep themselves safe, but
the truly terrifying thing is that they're definitely willing to do it without resources.
Yeah. Good misfire from her.
Ooh, that was unfortunate. Mr. 2's definitely shook.
Yeah, I think he went with the wrong misfire there.
Interesting jump. Yeah. Okay, now if I'm Mr. 2, I might want the side swap.
Oh, nice! So that counter hit, you may have noticed that sometimes in the middle of combos there's counter hits. That's because of elemental stuff, minutia involving the assists. But one of the interesting properties of that is if you have an OTG stage, normally it's kind of like Guilty Gear where you can't like OTG them back into a big combo. But if you get the counter hit, it launches them again. So you can launch them into your normal combo stuff.
Yes.
Joker. And then Joker with that resets the bracket.
They're going right back in.
Yep.
They know, right?
They should know.
Okay. Yeah, if I was Mr. 2, I'd be side switching right now. I'd be going back to character select, taking a moment to breathe. But no, right in.
They don't need to breathe. They just need to press buttons. Ooh! I don't think that was intentional. I think it was a case where Joker didn't know which side of the screen he was on, so his input got screwed.
Extremely long blocks from Mr. 2. Just go down back.
That was a really good air backdash. We mentioned before air backdashes in this game are invincible. You can also block immediately out of them.
Yes.
So they're a strong option. And that was there's an air backdash from Mr. 2 to avoid the spikes coming down. Very nice.
I'm starting to see the Joker speed it up a little.
Yeah.
I only hope he doesn't make the same mistakes as before.
Yeah. That's the kind of burst that's like neutral for both parties, where you're like, all right, I got out of the combo, and they're like, all right, good, they used their burst.
Yes. Yeah. This might be it.
I don't think so. Oh, maybe.
This. Okay, no.
Okay, all right.
No extra resources spent.
It's definitely on the edge where it might kill.
Right.
It's on that James Chen pixel.
Ooh. Interesting. Yeah.
I think I got to imagine that was like a messed up TK or something.
Maybe. But it was definitely a really good reaction from the Joker to A, B, 6C. So, all right.
Nice combo
Nice
from
blocks.
Mr. 2.
Mr. 2, if nothing else, is definitely impressed with the blocks.
Every now and again, you might see a character do a combo, and their meter just explodes upwards.
Yeah.
That was probably in those cases, it's an auto combo, which builds a lot of meter. Ooh. Nice air reset, baits out the double jump, and then goes with a 5B.
Mr. 2 definitely just went for an air reset with the 6C, but the Joker teched and double jump just out of there.
Yeah.
Tech buttons in this game is extremely strong. You really need to try to stop it.
Yeah. There's a lot of invincibility coming out of tech. It's not quite like Blaze Blue or Guild Tier where you can grab someone like right away.
Yeah, especially for air throws. There's a ton of air throws.
Yeah.
The first baited burst of the tournament, I think. I certainly tried to a few times and failed, but here we are.
Oh, in bracket. Oh, I guess I wasn't in the bracket. In casuals, I was baited burst.
Okay. But yeah, that paid off.
Yeah.
Joker.
So Joker with the lead.
Wow, yeah.
Ooh, the cat. Oh, that's my favorite win pose in the whole game. Where she just tries to pet the cat. Actually, there's one where she does in fact pet the cat, I believe.
I think so.
Oh, dang.
Similarly to how I did not
They're
see
eating
that
so
relief
fast,
on
they're gonna
Joker's
get hiccups.
face.
Sorry.
Similarly to how I did not see that relief on Joker's face. I've seen that resignation on Mr. 2's. This might actually be done before it starts.
That overhead that second overhead was so delayed.
Nice throw. Joker's got every read he needs right now.
He knew getting that throw. He didn't have the meter for the champions, I don't think, but he knew when I do the throw, I'm gonna get that meter.
Yeah.
That's always that's the situation where you know that this player is so comfortable.
Yeah, it's not a hard amount to judge because throws always give the same amount, and it's 20 something.
It depends on meter cooldown.
Right.
So
but assuming you don't have meter cooldown, you'll always get the same amount. Still, very comfortable. Just going for that throw and champ boost. Mr. 2's got a really...
Yeah. Mr. 2's not with cancel. Misfiner cancel pressure is very strong. Faint cancel.
What do you do if you're Mr. 2 right now? Do you slow it down? Do you speed it up more?
What you do is you play your heart out.
Show your determination.
And you just run it back. Run it back 3-0. I'm sorry, 2-0.
Right. Yeah, you're right. You know what? He's kind of doing it.
Yeah.
Mr. 2
thought about it and he said, wait, hold on. This guy he won 3, but I only have to win 2.
Yeah.
Wild scramble there.
All right, yeah, a little bit of an unfortunate drop. Not a huge deal in the long term, but we'll see.
First time from Mr. 2. Oh, that's huge.
Not quite in the corner yet. The pressure's still going. Ooh, okay. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah, I was gonna say on that one confirm that was just a little too far from the corner. I believe Mr. 2 could have gone straight into air super, and I believe it would have killed. Don't quote me on that, but
yeah.
It would have been very unfortunate to lose that play. Oh, nice.
All right.
Good burst. Gets the meter. Both players pretty even on the meter. Joker with the assist advantage, and now with the hit, gonna tie up the life.
Oh, unfortunate throw away.
Yeah.
Mr. 2 setup. Yeah, delay tech. That would otherwise have been a mix-up, but on the delay tech against the dive kick causes no GG. All right. Anti-air. That was excellent. That was excellent. That's what we've been talking about the whole time, where it's always that double jump after you air attack to avoid it.
The double jump or the air dash back or whatever you can do.
Joker's the first one to really break that.
Oh, that sucks. So
well,
Joker
this is dead.
Joker was in that exact pixel placement where hey.
Yeah.
Joker was in that exact placement where the little knives from the air command dash fireball, the air fireball will whiff, and then he didn't realize that he was, so he thought he was still in block stun and just gets scooped up.
Very polite.
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure that we're about to see a very rude match. This is it for all the marbles.
Going down. Oh man!
You can tell these two are becoming a little more comfortable with each other when that happens.
Mr. 2 has gotten off the install. He's taken off the weighted clothing. He's now Mr. 3. Jumps out. I think that actually punished a really late 6C. I think the throw whip recovered in time. Regular throw whips in this game aren't like super long.
Ice beam. Good. So I've noticed they're. All right, never mind. That'll never not be.
Yeah, Mr. 2 higher up, so he avoids the fireballs.
Oh man. That's what you gotta do in that situation. Yeah. You trade the exact same normal, you do it again.
Well, this mix up. Oh.
And yeah, very unfortunate whiff from Mr. 2.
Yeah. You really kind of bet it on that. I haven't seen too many of the overheads from Mr. 2. Joker definitely goes for them a lot more. I wonder if Mr. 2 not really used to the situation where they're like quite as effective as Joker's been making them.
That's an interesting cross-up. Joker has basically all but crawled out of hell at this point.
Yeah. I think Mr. 2 they're expecting a block probably. Either that or it was a missed input since that's 6C into 623 as opposed to 6C into 236. Ooh. That could have been a huge whiff, but Mr. 2 was not ready.
All right, lets it rock, chooses burst. That's a very brave decision on this kind of situation, right? Tournament point. You choose to take the hit first. All right. I don't believe Joker gets to... No, does not quite get that damage. Here we go. Does he have this combo? No.
We're canceling out.
The other... Mr. 2's turn?
Yeah.
Sick combo. How much damage is this? This isn't enough. No.
But it's very, very close.
And very scary situation across both sides now. If I'm...
Are they gonna wait it out for 25 seconds? All right, no.
All right, so that was safe. had the bar for enchant boost, but that's still scary. If that whiffed, he was done. All right. Ron.
This is not an uncommon way to try and play neutral against the eye. Just rolling out of the fireballs and trying to roll under the jump-ins if you don't have a great anti-air.
But it's watching them both do it in this perfect symphony.
That was cheap.
That was pretty cheap. But this is I could not ask for a better last round so far. This is goofy as hell. I love it. There we go. Mix up.
Ooh,
Burst baited. Joker is taking those. Oh god.
Ooh.
Whiff throw goes for Callisto special. Not it yet.
No, it doesn't have the meter, but you don't need the meter. You need a mix-up.
We've seen this situation before. We're in that huge uphill climb for Mr. 2.
Yeah, Mr. 2 is gonna need like
Nope,
4 openings to make this happen. He didn't have the bar.
I thought the throw's damage was gonna do it.
Oh.
All right.
This is definitely not undoable for Mr. 2, especially if he's able to beat a burst.
Raw beam.
That's a lot.
That's how it starts. That's how it starts. Come on.
This is like one hit
There's the
territory.
mix-up.
There is a burst in play. Oh, okay.
And
Mr.
there's
2
all
not able to bait it.
all that meter on Joker's side now. Mr. 2 has to be so careful.
Ooh!
There you go.
Is this it?
If he has struck it.
Yeah.
From the jaws of defeat,
Ooh.
Mr. 2.
That was
Jesus.
That was such a close. That was such a close final round.
You could not ask for better.
Yeah. You could not ask for a more perfect final round for this here Combo Breaker Million Arthur Arcana Blood tournament for EI versus EI. Final round of the final game.
That
down
was a lot
to
of words.
slivers of health against each other.
That was a lot of words. I blame Examu. I'm blown away. That was.
But now, I believe our rail change is complete.
Indeed.
I think Blaze Blue is coming up next.
Yeah, that's correct,
Yep. Yeah, Blaze Blue.
Yeah.
Blaze Blue top 4 coming up next, which I believe Joker is also in.
Well, that.
So yeah, he'll.
You know what? I